Welcome to the Late Night Gunpla Show, starring Jim and Harry, special guest Zach, and Gundam Local Type. Welcome to the show. Today we have the finished build of the RX-78 Gundam Local Type, the North American type, and finished build. So let's see what this bad boy looks like. Here he is, all ready, all built. Got a whole bunch of accessories, and we'll get to that in 1 minute. And right now we're going to cut to a commercial break, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. Here we got the kit all snapped together. I'd like to say right off the bat, the build process was pretty straightforward. There was no difficult areas. They did take a lot of parts, basically like the joints itself, like the knee joint, the elbow joint, and actually the joint inside the shoulder right here. And instead of being like one piece or maybe even two pieces, and sometimes even three, it seemed like they tried to make like a real grade version out of this high grade. And with that I mean they took what would be an easy piece to put together, which would be like the shoulder itself, the joint on the shoulder itself right here. And instead of being like, you know, one or two pieces, it was actually two halves with a poly cap in the middle snapped together just to make one sort of bolt joint. I think that's actually pretty cool. It gives you the sense of almost, you know, building, instead of like the older kits that I really like to build that are pretty blocky and, you know, the joints itself are only usually like one piece. It makes it to seem like you're building almost a higher grade version of an actual high grade. I'd say it was like in between like a real grade and a high grade, and you got like this sort of kind of thing going on. Like I said, the build process pretty straightforward, no big problems. Like I said, it was really cool to see how they added all these like extra parts that would probably help on articulation. And that's about it. With the articulation itself, it has a lot. I mean, this, well, besides this gun falling off, you know, you got this elbow joint, it like overextends that normal kit wouldn't. The ball joint right here in the shoulder has a lot of movement all the way around. Even the head part, it was like this next piece right here, it could actually go back, and you know, you could literally put the head going all the way down, so you can make like a real menacing looking down photo when you're done with this thing. I've never really seen that on too many kits, or at least the ones I built don't have that at all. You know, you got the skirts right here. The skirts, they don't move independently, they move together. The side ones, they move not much really, just enough. The back usually doesn't move. You got the full knee. The knee will bend all the way back. I mean, this is ridiculous. You can do some kind of weird running pose if you wanted to, or maybe like a kneel down pose. The ankle, it actually moves independently from this top piece of the foot. So you have like basically this ankle piece and the foot piece. So see, the foot piece can move by itself, and then you could actually move it with the ankle piece back and forth. That is a lot. Same thing, you know, you got with the elbow over here, the same with the elbow over here. And then you got these thrusters here. These are actually on little poly caps. They're like little balls. And these thrusters right here can move. The side ones can't. The bottom one can though. Bottom one can move, and these three can move, and these two side can't. The cannon itself, you know, move up and down, going all the way back. I'm just trying not to knock it out again. That's pretty much it. I mean, for articulation, I mean, you get the waist. The waist will, you know, it's got a little bit of a leaning forward and back. You know, you got turning. It doesn't turn all the way around. With the head, you know, you got full all the way around until it pops off like it just did. Of course, the V-fin broke off. We'll leave it. You know, you got all this stuff. You got the shield will actually move on the arm itself when it's mounted onto the arm. So if you have the arm up, you know, you can move the shield, you know, sideways, or you could have it, you know, with the arm, because there are beam sabers in there. As for the accessories, let me go over first the stuff it came with that I did not use. So right off the bat, it came with this decal sheet. It's a really nice decal sheet. I mean, I've seen way worse, but this is really nice. They didn't actually sticker sheet. I'm sorry, stickers. I don't think they have made the decal upgrade yet. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it was on pre-order. But these are pretty nice decals. I didn't put them on because basically stickers. I'm sorry, stickers. I haven't put them on yet because I'm going to be doing a full entire build on this. So I'm going to be repainting and modifying this whole entire kit. So there's no point in putting these stickers on right now. I don't know if I will be using them later. I'll have to see. But if you are using them, they're, you know, they seem pretty good for stickers. Not too bad. What else? It came with this couple extra pieces like this backpack. It actually made a backpack. I believe this is maybe the other local type's backpack. I'm not too sure. I'm not a big fan of these thrusters, but you could definitely use this extra backpack on like a kit bash or something, you know, later on. What else? Came with a whole ton of polycaps. I mean, like a ton of polycaps, like even some weird ones. But for the regular accessories, you know, you got this gun with the pistol finger. Actually, this is the mounting bracket. We'll get over that in a minute. But here's the pistol. Oh, the gun, I'm sorry. I'm not a huge fan of the gun. They had this gun on I think the 18 guns had this. I'm not a big fan of this clip, this magazine right here. I think it's too big, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm going to use it. If I do, I might cut the clip off and maybe put like a front bracket, you know, so we can hold it with two hands. Just not a huge fan of the gun. I just think it looks overly big. It came with 2 beam saber accessories. So you got the, you know, the beam sabers. It actually comes with 3 beam sabers. So you got 1 in the backpack here. And then you have 2 inside here. Now these 2 can mount. You could take the shield off. These 2, you could take these off. Of course, they're not going to come out because we're live. But they come out, as you see, and you could actually mount them right here on the wrist. So now if you wanted to, you could use these as like he was just holding them here, and you can get rid of the holder on the back, or you could actually put the beam sabers in, which I've seen, you know, pictures of this, which is actually pretty cool. It looks like kind of like maybe like a Wolverine attachment, or maybe like X-23, his daughter, because she only has 2. But you got this pretty cool looking, you know, like beam saber, I don't know what you want to call it, like a close combat weapon. But like I said, you also have it mounted in the back. You have this cannon, which also mounts on either side. The cannon itself, you could change the position of here where this holder would be, and you could flip it around to the other side, and you could actually put the cannon over the other shoulder. You also get another beam saber holder, so you can actually put 2. Let's see if I can get this. Sorry guys, there's just a lot of accessories on this one, which is actually pretty cool. But you can have 2 in his backpack. So if you wanted to, you put 1 on each side. You know, if you like that look. I'm going to take this off for now. Put the gun back on. You could also, which is actually really cool, you could take this one off. And like I had before, let me see if I can figure this out really quick. I think it goes this way. You could put this attachment on. There you go. And obviously you take the hand off, but you can mount the gun on the backpack as well. So basically he's like, you know, going around and, you know, he's got to put his gun somewhere because he's, I don't know, close combat with his Wolverine hands, or his X-23 hands. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then I also saw that, you know, you got the shield. The shield here, you know, pretty 8th team shield, you know, the local type shield, pretty cool. You could spin this around, like so. And you could flip this down. And it, you know, stands on its own. Or you can, I believe, bear with me guys, I believe this part comes off, and I believe I can add this piece. Of course, I'm not sure how. Oh wait, nope, never mind, hold on guys. Now I remember. This piece goes back on, and this piece clips onto there. And then you can attach it to the same part as where the gun was, and boom, you can hold it on its back. I mean, that's pretty cool in my book. I mean, you have a lot of options right here to do what you want with all these accessories that he comes with. This is really cool. I mean, I think I'm going to stick with maybe the beam saber. Of course, it's breaking. Sorry guys, I got like kind of bigger hands for these little pieces, but that's why I said it's almost like a real grade. It's got like these tiny pieces here and there, but really cool. You know, the accessories, top notch. I mean, the extra stuff you get, even like I said, the extra backpack that you get, it's just pretty freaking cool. As for fun factor, this guy was really fun. He was a lot of fun to build. I think he's going to be a lot of fun to keep going and customize and, you know, make it my own. I have nothing really bad to say about this kit. I mean, you know, he's pretty cool. I mean, even the stickers itself. I mean, I've seen, you know, pictures of people who already built it with the stickers on and haven't painted it, and I think it looks really amazing. You know, for you know, a high grade kit. I mean, there's a lot of detail. I mean, if you look into it, actually right here, I meant to show you guys this earlier. But even this piece right here, this front chest piece, it's a separate piece from the regular body. So if you wanted, you could make this whole body one color. You can paint this a whole nother color. You know, even with these calves. These calves right here, they're all different pieces. So it wasn't like this leg was two halves and you threw them together like the old high grades. This calf itself and this calf itself, they're different from the actual leg. So if you wanted to, you could, you know, make different colors or different shades right here. I think even this front piece was a different piece than the rest of the leg. You have a lot of painting options on this. Seam line wise though, not bad, not too bad. I mean, you got your standard one, usually always on the back of the leg. You're gonna have to clean this up. Like I said, these are one piece and this is a different piece down here. So these would have to be, you know, seam line removal here and on this piece here. Where else was another one? Of course, on the top of the gun is just two halves just put together, so you're gonna have the whole seam line that goes through here that you have to get rid of. And like every single kit, you know, the side of the head, you got that seam line right there on the side of the head, which is normal. You could also, you know, close off the top of the seam lines here if you want, or you could just leave them, you know, just pretend they're panel lines. But otherwise, not too bad. You got seam line here, I believe. Yeah. So the seam line on the inside and outside of the thighs, which isn't too bad because, you know, how often are you looking on the inside of the outside of thighs where like a lot of the older ones have it right down the middle of the thigh, so you really gotta, you know, close those seam lines off to make it look pretty good. So, I mean, this is really friendly towards people who aren't painters or just like snap builders or like to just do a little hand painting and top coating. This is a really good kit for that. You know, they're really come a long way since, you know, the high grade kits and, you know, the older stuff that I usually like to do. Overall, I'd say, you know, this kit is, it's a really great kit. I recommend it for anybody. Right now, I'd just like to give it a big thumbs up. This kit is definitely one you should go out and purchase. There's no reason why you shouldn't get it. Like I said, even if you want to paint the colors different, go ahead and do that. No, there's no problems my end right here. I like this kit. This is really cool. I'm actually glad I got this kit. Thanks again to Canadian Gundam. Guys, stay tuned. The next video, I'm going to start to do a transformation of this kit. We're going to be doing something completely different. So you could say goodbye to these black and tan and greenish colors, or whatever this color is, because they're all going away. We're going to add maybe some armor bits. I think maybe we're going to fix the cannon, maybe drill a hole in that cannon. I don't know, make it bigger. We'll do something different, but, you know, as it goes on, I'm going to post up some pictures, maybe post up a little video for a teaser, and we'll see what we come out with, and hopefully it comes out pretty good. So, till next time, guys and girls, happy building, and I'll see you next time.